What's going on, horror fans? Skidgore back with another video. This is gonna be like a pretty much nothing more than a recommendations video. I got some pretty cool movies that just want to turn you guys on to. So I think you'll enjoy it. Let's get into this. No particular order, just kind of how I grab them. First up, Demon Wind. This movie's fucking awesome, man. I mean, if you're a fan of Evil Dead whatsoever, you'll love this. Definitely got some good Evil Dead vibes. Really good, well, I wouldn't say acting, quality acting, but it's okay. I've seen worse. But really good gore, really good practical effects. Definitely goes back to a time when this was really an amazing time for horror cinema with all practical effects and shit. So I definitely would recommend the Demon Wind. I remember renting this one all the time when I was a kid at the video store. Had a cover similar to this, but it was like the monster with demon was coming at you. Yeah, it was pretty cool. But yeah, Demon Wind, check it out. This is a guilty pleasure here. Benny Loves You. This is a great horror comedy like no other. I've never seen a movie like this. It was actually made during COVID, so it kind of explains a lot. Like, they didn't really have a lot of resources, but I think for the most part it's a very entertaining film that you should check out if you haven't. Benny Loves You. Yeah, I mean, it's basically a killer fucking Benny's just like a killer stuffed animal that just goes around with a huge knife and kills people, but it's hilarious. It's absolutely hilarious. I highly would recommend Benny Loves You if you want a good laugh. Here's a little serious one called Unsane. I really enjoyed this one. Good modern horror film. Really good thriller type film. Really good acting. The actress is... I don't know offhand, but the actress that plays the victim in this is actually really, really believable in the film. Definitely a good movie about being stalked by a stalker. I'm saying, really good. Check it out. This one's a fun one. Wild Beasts. If you like your killer animal films, just beasts run amok, crazy shit, you're gonna love this. Basically, drug crazy beasts like PCP. That's it. Yep. PCP gets in the water and these animals just go nuts. Like, there's lions and tigers just going crazy in the streets. I think there's a scene with a cheetah. That's pretty cool. But what I like about this is, like, this is back when they actually used real animals for the scenes. I don't think you could really even do that today. So it's definitely a product of its time. The Wild Beasts. I probably should start saying the years on some of these, but this is a 1983. Really good release from Severin. Check it out. Oh yeah, fans of Bigfoot, check out Willow Creek. It's a really good found footage Bigfoot movie. There are scenes in this movie that actually even made me jump, which is kind of hard to do. Yeah, if you're a fan of Bigfoot and you're a fan of found footage, you're gonna love Willow Creek. Check it out. Oh shit. Here's a brutal one, hence the name, Brutal. Definitely been championing this one for a while. This is a good release from Unearthed Films. If you want your movie brutal, if you want to watch a brutal film, look no further than this. It's a very mean-spirited Japanese horror film that really pushes a lot of levels. Not for everybody, but you know, the people that are, you know, fans of sick, extreme cinema, I think you'll dig Brutal. Check it out. This is becoming one of my favorites. It's called No Man of God. It's a really good telling of the Ted Bundy story. Elijah Wood plays the detective that's trying to find out try to get inside Bundy's head. It's like a private investigator. Luke Kirby plays Ted Bundy, and you can see he looks just like Bundy. It's crazy. It's a really good acting role by Luke Kirby. Some really good hard hitters in this. I really enjoyed this fucking movie a lot. It's one of my favorite true crime type horror films. Robert Patrick is great in it as well. But this dude looks just like Bundy. It's crazy. If you know anything about the Bundy case, Bill Hagmaier was trying to get inside Bundy's head before his execution to try to find out where, other bodies might be for the victims' families to get some closure. But yeah, No Man of God is great. It's probably one of the best Bundy movies I've ever seen, I think. I don't really hear anyone talk about that one. Here's a fun zom-com called Dead Shack. What separates this one is really good characterization. You really care for the characters in this film. Good family dynamic. And the zombies look really fucking badass. Like they're all decayed and shit. Kind of Fulci-esque. I actually really enjoyed this one. This is a Shudder film. And kind of just took a chance on it, but definitely enjoyed Dead Shack. Not really the biggest fan of zom-coms because, they're a dime a dozen. There's so many. But every once in a while you'll find a good one like Dead Shack. Check it out. You're a fan of found footage. This movie pretty much was one of the forefrunners of it all, really. It's called Ghost Watch. Amazing fucking movie. Really good one to watch during Halloween season. This movie has quite the history. It's kind of a bit of a War of the Worlds type atmosphere where there was a bunch of chaos because people thought that this was real when it was broadcast on TV on Halloween in the UK. And man, it's pretty fucking cool. It's really well done. I really enjoyed it. Very believable. I can totally see why people thought this was real because I think the newscaster too is actually the same. Michael Parkinson is actually a real newscaster too, so people thought this was really legit. And I believe this movie is based on what Conjuring 2 would do later, that case. But yeah, this is a great movie, Ghost Watch. Highly recommend that. This is the goriest fucking movie. This is probably one of the goriest movies ever fucking made, honestly. Definitely. And it took a long time to find this one. I'm glad I finally tracked it down. But Necronos, Tower of Doom. If you want to see some really crazy gore, I mean, look at the back of that shit. It's just stacked with gore. Gore is your thing. I highly would recommend Necronos. Kind of hard to find, but definitely worth checking out and trying to seek out. Awesome fucking movie. There's shit flying everywhere in this movie. It's very kind of like Olaf Ickenbach type shit. Just insanity. Love it. It's a very long movie too. This is what it's known for. It's known for being like the longest gore movie. It's 127 minutes. That's long for a movie like that. This is a great H.P. Lovecraft adaptation, actually one of my favorites. It's called The Resurrected. This is an amazing movie by Dan O'Bannon, rest in peace. He really made a great fucking movie. It was one of my absolute favorites. Chris Sarandon, this is my favorite role of his. I know everyone likes Fright Night, and I like Fright Night too, but I would say The Resurrected is my favorite film by him. Really intense performance is Charles Dexter Ward. Definitely a good H.P. Lovecraft adaptation. I highly would recommend The Resurrected. Creepy in parts too. Another serial killer film. This one I kind of discovered a long time ago, and it just kind of... I don't know what to think about when I first watched it, because I can't say that I was really sold, but after watching it a couple times, even though the case is very... I mean, the house looks nothing like his house. And if you know the Gacy case, they tore his house down. But this is 8213 Gacy House, a found footage film about John Wayne Gacy. He's a paranormal investigators are trying to discover the secrets of the Gacy house. It looks nothing like the real Gacy house. I believe that was a one-story house. This is like a fucking mansion, basically. But for what it's worth, it's got some pretty good scenes in it, which I actually was pretty surprised about. So that's why I'm recommending this one. I would recommend this one if you're a fan of found footage and you're a fan of, like, you know, serial killer type films mixed with a little bit of paranormal activity type stuff going on. Pretty cool, man. 8213 Gacy House. I'd recommend that. This was a fun one. This is going to be a fun one to watch during Halloween again. And that is The Pumpkin Man. Hell yeah, man. Pumpkinhead. Yeah, The Pumpkin Man. That was a fun movie, man. It really was. It's from Scream Team Releasing, which did the Barn movies. I think they might have done The Witching season 2. But yeah, the 1031 movies. Yeah, 1031 movies. Those are really good too. Good Halloween atmosphere. But yeah, really good Halloween atmosphere with The Pumpkin Man. This is one of my absolute favorites. I love this one. Holy shit, it's storming out. Wow. By the way, happy 4th of July. I'm actually recording this on 4th of July. So happy 4th of July to you guys. But yeah, check out The Pumpkin Man, man. That's awesome. This is a really fucking brutal movie. My Pure Joy. I never hear anyone talk about this one. This one's not for everyone. This is a really extreme film, too. It's about this fucking fucked up teenager who's obsessed with horror movies and, you know, just wants to be a serial killer and lash out at everyone. And, you know, it gets really brutal. It's actually a very well done film. It's by the same dude that did Hate Crime, which is a really brutal film from Unearth. James Cullen Brezak. But yeah, My Pure Joy is pretty good. This Fresh Meat line was actually pretty cool. They put out some pretty good shit on that. Here's some classics for you. The Giant Behemoth. The Fire-Breathing Monster. Gotta love these movies. I love, like, the Godzilla's type 50s monster run amok, fuck cities up type stuff. It's so much fun. I love watching this stuff. It makes you feel young again, you know, when you watch stuff like this. The Giant Behemoth is great. Reptilicus, I'd recommend. Obviously, Them. Movies like that. Fucking great, man. The Giant Behemoth. Good special effects for its time, I think. Commentary by Dennis Muren and Phil Tippett. Oh, that's cool. I'll have to watch that. But yeah, The Giant Behemoth. If you're a fan of 50s giant monster attack movies, you'll love that. Now, if you're a fan of real fucking crazy-ass gore, blood fucking flying everywhere, just insanity, I've always been a fan of this fucking movie, actually. This was the first release I had of it from Unearth Films. Bone Sickness, Brian Paulin's Bone Sickness. I've always been a fan of this fucking movie. But I really enjoy this release from the... Who the fuck put this out? Saturn's Core, yeah, really good. I think it's affiliated with Vinegar Syndrome, I believe. One of their partner labels, I think. But Bone Sickness is great. Highly recommend this if you're a fan of really gory zombie movies. Like, it has really good traditional George Romero, Lucio Fulci type elements that you'll really dig. The zombies look awesome. They're all maggot infested. They got fucking cobwebs on them, and fuck, man, some of the best looking zombies I think I've seen in a long time. Been a fan of this film, Bone Sickness. Check it out, Brian Paulin. Another serial killer-esque movie about the Richard Speck films, the Richard Speck case from the Chicago murders. Back in the 60s, I believe. I think it was the 60s. But this movie is based on that case. It's called Born for Hell. This is a really good movie. The lead in this is really believable. Doesn't look anything like Richard Speck, but really intense performance. Really disturbing film, too, for its time, because if you know anything about the the Chicago nurses getting snuffed by Richard Speck is really disturbing case. And I think they really brought that out in this film very well. I really definitely enjoyed that one. I definitely would recommend that. That was some fucking good shit. This is one of the scariest movies I've ever seen in my life, and that's saying a lot. Like, I was kind of jumping during this in parts. It's a found footage film from Australia, and it's called The Tunnel. And I barely hear anybody talk about this movie, so I decided to share it. Check it out, The Tunnel. This is an absolute gem. I love how it's done. I always say I'm not the biggest fan of found footage, but really I'm starting to get there. I'm actually amazed how many found footage films I'm starting to really like. I've liked for a while, but The Tunnel takes the cake. This is a creepy ass movie. It's about these investigators that are trying to find this underground tunnel that's rumored to have like these homeless people and just crazy rejects of society living in there. And they've been in there so long that they've actually like mutated and they've turned into like the government's all about it too, covering it up. It's a big government cover up, but they're not really human. Like they're creepy. They're fucking awesome. The Tunnel is great. Good gore, really good story. I'd highly recommend The Tunnel. And the last film that I have for this recommendation is from Vinegar Syndrome, and a great release of A Gun for Jennifer. I've been a champion of this movie ever since I saw Nice Movies for You. I've been a champion of this film since I saw the Belly of the Beast documentary from the Manson family, Jim Van Bever's film. And A Gun for Jennifer is fucking amazing. I mean, if you're a fan of rape revenge films such as I Spit on Your Grave, Thriller, A Cruel Picture, Savage Streets, Last House on the Left, anything with David Hess, really. But there's any kind of retribution for the for the victims. Basically, they form this rape squad and they go off after like all these pieces of shit rapists, and then they castrate them, and it's just really brutal, really well done. You really care for the characters, and yeah, I agree. Put them rapists down for sure. Need more people like this doing vigilante style in the streets, But A Gun for Jennifer, highly recommended. Alright, well, that was a recommendation video. I hope you enjoyed that. I just was kind of in the mood for making a video. I'll be back. I gotta finish that rest of the wrestling collection, and then I'm gonna start an entire overview of my whole collection. I'm actually gonna go through with it this time, and I can't wait to do that. That's gonna be a lot of fun. But until then, thank you for watching. Appreciate it. Subscribe, share. Really appreciate it, man. Anything helps. Skidgore. Gore forever. Happy 4th of July, everyone.